Field where 70 Philadelphia. Nothing like game, and that was in evidence of you name it. This crowd is matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Eagles. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to run this with a tight end. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Play action. Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's just so unusual to see a loss of yardage on a quarterback sneak play. Give a lot of credit to the defensive front. They weren't permitting anything.
Yeah, from the naked eye, they only needed 2 or 3 inches there.
Yeah, and how do you go from needing 2 or 3 inches to losing yardage?
Now, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
12, fellas, here we go. Dick! Mike, down to lose 1. Shit!
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And his first carry. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it. Done. 120.
Check the out. Check me out. Check me out. Check 13.
Kill, kill.
Check 13.
Push that.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 12.
To play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Hey, exit.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's good.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
21.
He's crazy.
Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here we go,
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Mike 54. Mike 54.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got
65.
54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back
Here we go.
and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rush in.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Here we go.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He spins free. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Number 53, Mike 53. Double. That's the way.
They'll try with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin the drive with Coleman. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Check. 154. Yeah, let's get set.
From the 24, Garoppolo going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This will be fielded at the 17. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On play action, Wentz forced out to his left. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Throwing now is Wentz. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simple anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go. 180!
On first down now, run with McKinnon.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Niners 22, Eagles 13. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Great 57. Hey, Delta.
Wentz now to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, Charlie.
51 to Mike. 51.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to let this one go. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Garoppolo, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
That's how you score.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Sunday.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing his Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 57. Hey, Haywood.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Aguilar has it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4 kill.
second down. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, Echo. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hart. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Here I come. Here I come.
SOS, SOS.
Fran.
SOS, SOS.
They fake the give. Now Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Bravo.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, Frank. Go ahead.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Hey, high 7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really had no chance to win the football game.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Clayton Geathers makes the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go,
The
here we go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Stay with your man.
Now Garoppolo to try and get after the pick-6. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
21.
A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. Garoppolo now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
6 man. Check.
Play action. Now Wentz. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 79 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
25. Check 25.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium. On first down, Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 83 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock defensively. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. This is caught inside the 15. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 55 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call.
Here we go. Waiting. Hey, empty. What's this on?
On third down. Hart. And some room to run now. The 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
21.
Right there. 54, right there.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
54 much.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Shakes off the sand. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.